Hi, Aries. I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, psychic, seer, and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for February 2023. Please be sure to watch your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign to get a more clear and complete picture of what's to come for you in February and perhaps beyond, because timing will be different for all of you in these general readings. Remember, sometimes your rising sign and your moon sign will resonate more for you than your sun sign, and if you're born on the cusp of your sign, some months your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from there, so you might want to check that out. This recording is for Aries Sun, Aries Rising, and Aries Moon. I'm using the Hanson-Roberts Tarot deck in this reading. And just want to say here, if you would like to get my big love readings for 2023 for singles and couples, they're now available on my Vimeo videos on demand videos. That link is down below in the description box in the Show More section. And you can also get these links by going to my website at the luckymermaid.com videos page, and you'll see the listing there for the big love readings. You can click on whatever zodiac sign you want, your sun sign, your rising sign, or your moon sign. Some people have asked if they should get their Venus sign. If you feel like that would speak to you, if you feel inspired, you may want to get that. But if you can do so, I highly recommend you getting both your rising sign and your sun sign in these videos. Your moon sign will tell you how you're going to feel. So all that being said, Aries, now on to your February 2023 Psychic Tarot reading. First card you have, Aries, is the Four of Rods, and this is getting married, attending a wedding, throwing a wedding. It could be attending some kind of celebration. It could indicate success coming to you in springtime. Some of you may be finding out that you need to do some kind of sprucing up or getting involved in some kind of party planning. It could be for a wedding. It could be for a bridal shower. It could be for something else that you may find, like if it's going to be at your house, you got to clean up, get ready, get prepared for it. Or maybe you're going to have an outside garden party, event, wedding, whatever, reception. And you may be like, I got to map it out where I'm going to plant these flowers and things like that. So you may be getting your yard ready for an upcoming event. You could get invited by someone to go to some kind of dance or dinner or some kind of other kind of engagement. But I feel like there would be dancing at this event, whether it's a wedding reception or not. Some of you are going to get in touch with somebody you haven't seen or talked to in a very long time. And if you're single, this could be somebody that you maybe are going to begin dating. And you may be a little wary of it. You may feel like you want to have more self-confidence than what you do, or you may be questioning your self-confidence. Some of you, there's somebody getting married in your family. If it's not happening now, it could be happening in April, May, or June. June in particular comes up the strongest. And like I said in the beginning of this card, you know, if you're not throwing this wedding for somebody, or if it's not happening at your house or your property, you may have the job of getting the flowers or helping in some way to help plan this wedding. That could be part of what's coming up for some of you Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising sign people. You know, this could also indicate that this is a year, Aries, where you are going to follow your heart. Maybe you have been out of the dating scene, or maybe you're dating somebody and you're debating whether you guys should live together or if you should get engaged or what kind of things should happen. And you may make a decision, even if it's not about love, it could be something else, a craft, a skill, a hobby, a move, or something major that you're feeling like, I have to follow my heart this year. I have to get this certain kind of feeling of fulfillment. Maybe you feel like there's been something lacking. You may be in charge of assembling some kind of party or gathering. You may be the party planner, the organizer, the one in charge. The second card you have in your reading, Aries, is the Six of Cups. And this is two people that are intertwined with each other, that have known each other before in a previous incarnation. Now you've reincarnated together to solve karma. You could be together to the end of your days, or you could fight, argue, split up, but you still may have solved the karma. It can also indicate fond childhood memories or children. You may feel very incredibly bonded to somebody strongly in February. And you may feel like, we got to make this happen. Or you may feel like, we got to make this work. And I feel in some ways you're like really joined at the hip. There's a lot of comings and goings together with somebody. This could even be your best friend. You know, maybe you and your best friend are going to be out and about, you know, shopping, traveling, going out to eat, going to different clubs or places. But this could be you with a love partner also. You may feel like you need to build a strong foundation of trust with your partner. It could be a love partner, could be a business partner, could be a friend. And you may feel like, we have to get our act together. We have to get things organized. We have to get things going on this karma or this plan, something that you guys want to do. I hear that you've watched or witnessed some things that fell apart or fell to destruction, and you didn't like it. And you don't want that, you don't want it repeated. It could have happened in your own life before, earlier, and you don't want to repeat that. Or it could be other people you're witnessing where things don't work out, or relationships are breaking apart or falling to destruction, and you don't want that to happen in this situation. These two cards could be linked together for you. Like I say on and off in the readings, sometimes I mention it, sometimes I don't. These cards can stand alone with their own messages, but sometimes in the readings, the cards are intertwined. If you are married or seriously coupled, you may feel that you need to fix something that is broken. Or if it's not broken yet, you may feel like it's on shaky ground or it's in shambles. And you may feel like, we got to fix this. We can't let this happen. You may feel if you're in a shaky relationship, you may feel like, I want us to stay together. I want this relationship to be solid or to get more solid. The next card you have in your reading, Aries, is the Eight of Rods, and this is news coming to you swiftly. It could be swift and sudden change. It could be long distance travel. It could be the arrows of love. Some of you may find out that you have to travel. You may have to do a long distance travel. It could be to do for family reasons. It could be to do with family reasons. It could be to do with maybe a boss or a company you work for or a company you do business with needs you to come on some kind of trip. And you may have to cross some kind of borders or boundaries. So you may need to have passports. For some of you, I feel this may have occurred on January 18th or in January, even though this is a February reading. But as I say, sometimes in any psychic reading, whether I'm privately reading you or not, or a general reading, these predictions can go forward and backwards. Spirit guides in the spirit realm, time is different there. Time is a construct of man. So they may give timing or give predictions, but they may have already happened. They could be happening right now, could be coming up in the future. Some of you Aries people, sun, moon, and rising may feel like you need to systematically change things that you are doing. It could be diet, exercise, could be your daily routines, could be your way you conduct your business or the way you do your work. You may have to examine it and are like, I need to change my schedule. I need to change these routines. I need to break these things down or reorganize them in a different format. You may feel that this is necessary. So change could be upon you in February. You may get some kind of news or notification where you're getting directed to take some kind of specific action. Now, for some of you, it could be, like I said already, your job or a business or a company you work for or deal with, it needs you to travel to see them for some reason. But for some of you, it could be some other kind of action, like maybe you need to pay taxes, that maybe you got to take action on paying taxes on something, or maybe you need to take action on some kind of updating your insurance or your insurance policy or something. And you could be getting notification like, you need to do this, you need to take this action, you need to take this step. So some of you are going to be getting that in the mail or in an email. And I feel like it's going to be something that's going to require you to jump to it. Not I got a couple months, or no. I feel for some of you, it's this is happening right now. You need to jump on it. When you get whenever you get the notification, maybe you're not going to get it for a couple of months. I don't know, because timing is different for all of you. But whenever you get this notification, it's going to require you to act. So I just want to say here, if you would like to get a continuation or an expansion of this reading where I look into my crystal and give you additional psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for the month of February 2023, that link is down below in the description box in the Show More section, and it's also on my website at the luckymermaid.com videos page. These videos are on my Vimeo videos that I record using divination tools on very specific topics. Now, in the crystal readings, I look at how is the energy of the month going to feel to you? What do you need to be aware of or cautious about? What do you need to know about the month? What complications could arise? What helpful energy comes in for you? How is your work going if you work for another business or company? How's your own business going? What do you need to know about that? Your money, your love life, that includes singles, casually dating, and married or seriously coupled people of your sign. How's your family doing? What's popping up about your family? Your health issues that could crop up for you, and blessings. So I'm covering a lot of topics in those psychic crystal readings. So if you haven't checked them out yet, you might want to. They're cheaper than a fancy coffee drink at Starbucks. So now on to your card number 4, and you have 6 of Swords. This often means moving from troubled shores to better shores. It can indicate moving your residence. It could be a new commute for work. It could be about travel. funny it came up right next to this card because that travel came up for you there for some of you. Some of you Aries, sun, moon, or rising sun people are going to be adjusting to new and changing circumstances, and this may require you to look into moving or moving. If you have 2 properties, you may have to go on a trip to the other property to check on it. Maybe you just want to make sure everything's okay. If you're thinking of moving, you may very well start looking online. You may be making appointments with realtors to see certain properties. And I feel that some of you Aries are going to be putting certain criteria down on either in an email, on the internet somewhere, or on paper. And you're going to be looking at it and figuring out like what criteria is important to you. Like the place I go has to have a yard, or it needs to have a basement, or it has to have a garage, or, I wanted to have central air conditioning. Like whatever things are mandatory for you to help you narrow down what you're looking for. Or it could be about an area. Like maybe you're like, okay, I want to be close to the food store, the pet store, the drug store. I want to be close to gas stations. Or maybe you want the reverse. Maybe you don't want to be near any of that. Maybe you want a place that's like way off the grid. Some of you may even feel like there's something about the area or the property or the town or the city or the neighborhood or the area you're living in where you feel like it's cursed. Not literally, but you may feel like, oh, there's always something going on here. There's always somebody building something. Or you may feel like there's, some kind of toxicity where you live. Maybe you feel there's too much pollution, or the people in the neighborhoods around you are too noisy, or, dealing drugs or doing something you don't like. And you may feel like, what is this, cursed? Or I need to get out of here. I don't want to deal with this anymore. You may also be considering, what can I do to upgrade my place and fix it up? Or should I just sell it? You could be going through that process. Like, do I just make this place bigger and improve it? Or do I sell it and get someplace somewhere else? You could be pondering that. That could be a decision you're trying to make in February. Some of you are taking some kind of trip or long distance travel, and it could be to catch up with a family member, like meeting up with some relative comes up here for some of you. And you could really have your eyes and ears open for any, you may be on high alert, looking for the best place to go. And, if some of you aren't moving, you could be looking for a place to invest. You might want to get an investment property for some of you. But it's like having your eyes and ears open and being on high alert about what's out there. Maybe you're, going to be looking on the internet a lot, or, keeping in contact with a realtor or somebody who's in the know about properties. Maybe there's a specific area you want to go to, and you have some friends in that town or in that city or in that area, and you're like, keep an eye open for me and let me know what you see pop up, because I'm going to move to your town or your city. Some of you may feel like you want to move because you don't like the powers that be in the area or country or city, town or state or city of where you live. You may not like who's running things there. You may have lost faith in them, and you may feel like, I don't want to live here anymore because I don't like the politics that's going on in this particular area. So the last tarot card you have, Aries, for February 2023, you have the Fool. And this is starting out on a new path and a new journey with high hopes and high aspirations, but you have to have your wits about you and not have your head in the clouds or not have on rose-colored glasses, or you could fall off the cliff. So it's good because it's a new journey, but you need to be grounded and focused and be paying attention to what you're doing. This is where you're going to start releasing and relieving yourself of the shackles of the past. So if that's been love relationships or property or stuff, whatever has like been binding to you or holding you back, you're going to start shedding that, releasing it now. Some of you Aries, sun, moon, or rising sign people are going to be selected to be the leader of something. Maybe you're going to be picked to be somebody's executor or power of attorney, or it could be a work project or team or club or group or organization. You could be selected to be the leader. If you get a new job or you get a leadership position, you are going to give everything you got to that position. You could join a team or group of people that are, I don't know what to call it. It's like you could become an independent contractor or a private investigator or be hired as a bodyguard or tutor or security for somebody. But you may be, even though it may be like independent, you're getting hired to do it, you could be part of some kind of team of people that have joined together, but people hire your individual services. You got to think about that. You could even be just doing it on your own, where you're not joining a team and you're becoming a private investigator, or you're becoming a private security, or you're becoming a life coach or a coach of some other sort, or a private tutor or private teacher, private instructor of something, maybe even like a, what do they call that? What's it called? Personal trainer. So you're either doing it independently on your own and people are going to hire you to do it, or you join some kind of group of people that all do it, but you each still can get individually hired. I don't know how else to explain that. Because that's what I'm seeing for some of you Aries. Because I feel like some of you are starting some kind of new journey, and I feel like you are like broadening your life and your perspective in some way, and like heading off on a new journey and new horizons for you. And I do get that feeling of leaving behind the shackles of the past. So you could be retiring from a line of work that you did, and now you're going to go out on your own. Or now you're going to become an independent contractor. And you're not going to work for a company, group, or organization, or what you were in before. It's hard to explain. I hope you understood what I'm trying to say there. So the best gemstone crystal, I couldn't believe it. I do not remember the last time citrine has come up. I mean, it may be years. I can't think of the last time I saw citrine show up. Well, you got it. Aries here for the month of February 2023 as the best gemstone crystal for you to work with, use, or wear in this month. And citrine is very sunshiny, joyous energy. It's a very uplifting stone. It's a stone that helps bring success, prosperity, and wealth. Citrine awakens and expands the higher mind. It brings good luck in trade and business. Citrine improves self-esteem, self-trust, and self-awareness. It produces positive energy. Citrine brings you calmness and helps balance your emotions and aids in your digestive system. It's going to be a stone that's going to make you feel like, yeah, I get what I'm doing and I'm on the right track. It's going to uplift you, and it may make you feel younger and like you found the fountain of youth, or you make you feel like a kid again and make you happy. It is going to uplift you. If you're carrying this stone or wearing this stone or sleeping it up under your pillow and any darkness comes up from individuals or bad dreams, and you're wearing this stone or carrying it, it's going to shine a light on that darkness. And it's going to drive the darkness away, as weird as that sounds. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. As always, thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And please like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell when you do subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. And if you would like to get any of the special video series I record for my Vimeo on-demand pages, where I look at very specific topics using a variety of divination tools, I always post my most recently recorded videos down below in the description box in the Show More section, and they're also available on my website at theluckymermaid.com on the videos page. And there you can scroll down that page and go to whatever video series is of interest to you. You can read the description of what divination tools I've used and how long the predictions go out for. And then you just click on whatever zodiac sign you want, and that link will take you to that video on Vimeo. Now, my most recently recorded video series is my Big Love readings for 2023 for singles and couples. I used a variety of divination tools. I used 2 different tarot decks, and I used the crystal and also the Psychic Tarot for the Heart oracle card reading, oracle cards in those readings. So if you want to see what's coming up for you in the area of love and romance in 2023, you might want to check those out. Then also, as I said earlier in this video, if you want to get an expansion or a continuation of this reading that I do here on YouTube, you can get my Psychic Crystal readings for February 2023, where I look into each sign of the zodiac in the areas of, you name it, I look into it. Love, family, health, blessings, cautions, warnings, money, work, business. I look into all those categories and more, and they're always available every month, but you might want to check them out and see what else is coming up for you beyond what I get here in these tarot readings. Also, don't forget, you are, if you haven't checked out the New Year's readings, I did 2 series for the new year of 2023. My Psychic Tarot readings for 2023 for each sign of the zodiac. That has 16 cards in it. Plus, I did an additional New Year's readings where I looked into my crystal for my Psychic Crystal readings for 2023 for each sign of the zodiac. Lots of people are really commenting about that series a lot. Again, with the crystal, I look into every area, what you need to know, what's cautions, what warnings, how your work is going to do, what your business is doing, money, love for singles, couples, and casually dating, business, I already said that, health, family, and blessings. It's a lot of things I look at in those crystal readings, and they are a bargain. They are a bargain. They cost less than going to Starbucks for some coffee. So I hope you'll check those out. Also, don't forget, you're still being affected by the 2 eclipses that happened at the end of October and in November. Those eclipse effects are going to go on. They go on for 6 months. Plus, in those videos, those predictions and messages went out way past 6 months. So if you haven't checked out the eclipse videos yet, you might want to get my eclipse effects for the solar eclipse in Scorpio, October 25th, 2022, for each zodiac sign, psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card reading. And then also the full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus, November 8th, 2022, psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card reading for each sign of the zodiac. I'm going to say right now, in most of my video series, I do recommend, if you can do so, to watch both your rising sign and your sun sign, because the combination of the two may really be very accurate for you, and sometimes your sun sign is more accurate than your rising, and sometimes your rising sign is going to be more accurate for you than your sun sign. And I can't determine that in these general readings, so I recommend, if you find on these YouTube readings that your rising sign resonates with you, then that's what you should get in the Vimeo videos. I do. And if it's your sun sign, then that's what you should go with. Or if you find a combination is what makes sense to you, then you should get both. Also, my Mars retrograde psychic taroscopes for 2022, 2023 for each zodiac sign. Yes, Mars retrograde went forward on January 12th. Mars is direct, but we don't get out of the shadow of that until mid-March. And these psychic predictions and messages in those Mars retrograde readings, they go out all the way until mid-March. So if you haven't checked them out, you might want to do so. If you would like to help support the channel and the readings I do here on YouTube, there's a donation link down below, and it is connected to PayPal. Thank you so much to those of you who have been so kind and generous and donated to my channel. It does mean a lot to me, and it does help me a lot. Helps me to keep this channel going. There has to be income coming in, and this is my job. My job is doing readings. I was a pastry chef for 22 years. I'm too old for that now. Nobody's going to hire me to be a pastry chef now, and I couldn't stand all those hours and lift and all that. So I've been working as a psychic for 21 years. So you help me you also help me by clicking like, sharing, and subscribing, because when you do that, that helps me in the algorithms on YouTube. It'll raise my standing. I don't know, like people will see my videos pop up in their feed. So clicking like, even if you don't like my video, I think even if you click like or don't like, I'm not so sure about that, but hopefully you click like and you share and you subscribe. That would help me a lot, and I do truly appreciate it, because if it weren't for you, I wouldn't be here doing these readings on YouTube. If nobody's watching, why would I do it, right? So I also want to say, if you would like to get more psychic predictions and messages from my Spirit Guides channel through me that you're not going to see here on a video on YouTube, you can follow me on my social media pages at the Lucky Mermaid LLC on Facebook and the Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel on Instagram. And I've also started posting these messages and predictions on the YouTube community pages, where I pull a tarot card usually, or an oracle card of some sort, or I look into my crystal and I give written predictions about what I get from the card or crystal, and I write it in about 5 paragraphs long. Many people find these messages resonate with them. You may find that too. I'd love to see you on my social media pages, so I hope you'll decide to check them out. So I hope you have absolutely fabulous energy that comes to you this February of 2023. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.